Hey, everybody, what is up, everybody? What is up? What's up, everybody? All right, tonight, Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. I've been waiting to do this one for a long time, and starting last week when I did Maniac, it's going to start off what I'm going to call, I think, Black Monday. Um, Maniac's fantastic, always great, always gives you a nice, horror, dirty feel. This one continues that. I've got a whole line of them waiting that I'm going to do each Monday now, probably the next couple of months, probably the rest of the winter at least. Um, Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, 1986, Michael Rooker's first actual movie. Of course, anybody that doesn't know who that is, of course, he's Yondu, Guardian of the Galaxy. He was Merle in The Walking Dead. He was in Slither. Awesome actor. And I do believe, in my opinion, this is still his finest performance. He is absolutely chilling in this film. Also starring Tom Towles, of course, from the remake of Living Dead, House of Thousand Corpses, stuff like that. Who we got? What's going on here, guys? Ninja, what's happening, man? How you doing tonight? You ready for Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer? Juno, how you doing? What's going on? Sure you guys ready for this? Yeah, actually, Henry, along with it, well, let me start back. Okay, it was released in September. It was going to do it in October, but they decided to do it in September 1986 was its original release. And it's actually, along with a handful of other films, responsible for the NC-17 rating. Um, yes, yes, you know. Um, I can't remember, maybe four or five other movies at that time was responsible for it. It's basically the non-pornographic adults only NC-17. Um, and yeah, so a hell of a way to be etched in history, huh? Be one of the films that was responsible for the NC-17 because they wanted to make it X, but luckily it wasn't. I can ruin this movie, and it still is in a way. It's like this taboo type movie. You know what I mean? It's like you don't watch Henry Ford and Serial Killer. I happen to get the corrected version of the limited edition um, Arrow. So there's also the old two disc DVD of it. But that's the 20th anniversary. That one I just showed you right there. And of course, the Arrow is a brand new, well, pretty much brand new limited edition. I happened to get lucky to get a hold of that. And like I say, it is the corrected version. So, see, those actors, whenever he screamed, but I think he actually is these days. A lot of people, especially people like us, man, people like us, we appreciate shit like that. So, Harry, footage, yes, found footage, soundtrack. Yeah, the soundtrack. A lot of the music in this film was actually made and recorded by um, a studio that was ran by Christians, by a Christian rock and roll band. So imagine their surprise when they found out what movie the music was made for. And which is funny, it kind of takes me back to when I was a teenager. I was a singer in rock and heavy metal bands. And the town I was from was called Marion, Indiana, and I wanted to get a vocal coach, to kind of help me out, help strengthen my voice, to help teach me how to, sing correctly. I was already pretty good, but I wanted to make sure I had everything just right. Well, I couldn't find any vocal coach in that whole fucking town that would teach me because of the kind of music that I want to sing. So I can, you can see how, unfortunately, Christians, a lot of people that claim to be Christians aren't. The more Christian they claim to be, the less Christian they are. You know what I mean? Is what I found. So, but yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it goes. The more you claim, the more you thump your Bible, and the more you claim to be Christian, and you know what I mean, and judge on people, the less Christian you are. If you believe in God and you are truly Christian, the last thing you do, the last thing you want to do is judge anybody else. A true Christian realizes that the only being, the only entity's job it is to judge people is God. So anybody claims a Christian but wants to judge other people and talk shit and run their mouth for everybody else, you're a phony. That's just the way it is, my friend. So, anybody that's got this keyed up, oh, this is free on several places. It's free on Tubi. It's free on Amazon Prime. Oh shit, a couple others. So it's not hard to find. Before we get to that, tomorrow night, My Bloody Valentine, 1981. So, um, yeah, and hopefully I can squeeze in my Arrow collection tomorrow too. I'm wanting to do that as well. Next week, I'm thinking about any Steve Railsback fans out there. This is a good one. This is a good dark one. I'm thinking about this one next Monday night. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking about it. There's also this one right here. This is another one loosely based on Henry Lee Lucas. This is a really good one too. It's got Robert Burns, which was set decorator and everything with the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But this is a real good one too. It's not as good as Henry, but it's another pretty good. If you put the two together, because they're both loosely based on Henry Lee Lucas, but so sorry I didn't get to it a little bit earlier. I meant to do it at 11 o'clock. Was not able to get to it at the time. I took a little nap earlier. I had a really bad headache, but I'm feeling a lot better now. And I'm feeling very great lately for some reason. Lots of trivia and stuff to get to in this. So, let's see, awesome. So if you guys got that queued up and you're ready to go, you guys give that thumbs up and we'll get this fucker going. Won a lot of awards, man. A lot of independent film awards. You got a Silver Raven Award. You got a Famous Photo Award. Yeah. Yeah, and it was, like I said, it was originally X-rated. So well, they wanted to. It was really close. So, but yeah. How about the Bears? Fuck the Bears. Line from the movie in case anybody doesn't remember. I love that. Just chilling in that movie, man. But yeah, Maniac, like 70 creepy atmosphere. Absolutely. That's why I started out with Maniac and straight to this one. But I did Maniac. I was like, it's like I already knew what was going to be next. It was either going to be Henry and then Maniac, or it was going to be Maniac and then Henry. So it ended up being Maniac and then Henry. And if you haven't seen this movie, I'd recommend it. Ed Gein, like I say, it started Steve Railsback. Steve Railsback is fantastic. He does great Ed Gein. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, this has got it's got Carrie Snodgrass in it. It's a kick-ass movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out and join me next Monday because that's what we'll be doing. Oh. Hey Eric, how you doing, man? Sorry I started late, brother. Like I said, a headache was trying to get rid of it. Show support for you, Michael. For me, Michael. Cool. You mean I'm in the same argument in the same sentence as Michael Rooker? Hey, I'm honored, man. Yeah, Cisco's a motherfucker, ain't he? You can never tell us. You know what I mean? It's like Cisco and Ebert are weird, man. They're like Ebert had put down Friday the 13th and shit all day long, but loved Psycho, Last House on the Left, and Halloween. Hey, man, Cisco and Ebert were motherfuckers, man. They're weird. They were odd couple fellows. Cool. Glad to see you back. All right, guys. We're going for right now. We're gonna start right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maljack Productions presents John McNaughton film. Yeah, man. He co-wrote it with Richard Pryor, co-produced it, directed it. This is a John McNaughton film. Yeah. Well, yeah. Cisco was uptight. He was. Yeah. I like to listen Ninja. I like to listen to Cisco and Ebert because you never tell. You know, you never tell where they were gonna go with it, man. It's like just like Ebert, like unless else on the left. That's weird. Yeah. Oh, it is. And I love the echo of where you can hear where it does. It shows you the current victim, like with a bottle stick out of the face and everything. But yet you can hear, but the sound is a flashback. It's a current shot, but sound is a flashback. So it's like you can hear what happened, but you're seeing what's currently going on. Pretty cool. Yeah, and Tom Towles, man. Oh God. Um, yeah, the remake of My Living Dead. House of Corpses, Those Rejects. He's done a good handful of good shit himself. Tracy Arnold, you don't know too much about her. Nobody really does. I know that Michael Rooker was currently working as a janitor when he got this film. And all throughout the film, it's what he's wearing. He's wearing his work uniform. He said that he pretty much stayed in character, throughout the whole thing. So much that his wife got pregnant while he found out she was pregnant while they were making the film. But he was so much in character that she chose him to wait till after he was done filming it to tell him that she was pregnant. That's how he was in character. That first chick that they show is Mary Demas. She was also in another film in 1984 called Naked Face. Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. I love that echo. And notice when he's paying for his meal here, how great mannered he is, and calls the waitress honey and things, gives her a tip. You know what I mean? He's real well mannered maniac. But yeah, that jacket he's wearing is actually his jacket, but he took it off so that it wouldn't get you know the blood and shit on it. There's a liquor store that he's obviously just well, no, no, no. This is killed both of them, obviously. It should be his. He comes down on the Warriors and the Wanderers. Did they? Claim they were boring. Did they? The Warriors? Interesting. Because what's interesting about Ebert is Ebert would change his mind over years about certain things here and there. All in all, I think Ebert was the most open minded of the two. So just like I said a minute ago, Cisco was a bit uptight. But if he was a French film, some of those fucking films that he loved, boring as fuck. Boring. But if he's an imported film, we love that shit all day. What's your favorite Michael Rooker role? Can everybody agree that he's the saving grace? One of the best things about the second Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the character arc, the Yondu character arc in it. I thought it was fantastic. I thought I mean, he's likable in the first Guardian, but I don't need to get a flag. But yeah, he's his character arc in it. You know what I mean? By the time it's done, it's just like you know, you hate to see him die. You hate. And then you got something like Slither where he plays something completely different. He's this dorky guy. His life, you know what I mean? Am I correctly? Was she cheating on him, or was they just not getting along yet? Was she thinking about cheating? It was something like that. If I remember correctly. Like his sense of honor is really strange. Like during the home invasion scene, they the Tom Tiles character is molested and touch on the woman and everything. No, you know, so it's like he has his honor. You know what I mean? Honor as a maniac. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So tough. There we go. He's been following her all this way. Now, see, if that was me, I would notice because I'm kind of, you always gotta be defensive driver, right? I would say I'm overly defensive. I mean, I'm watching. I mean, I know what everybody's doing all the time because I just don't trust people. It's the scariest thing about being a driver. Other drivers, character. I haven't seen that episode. Is that a part of the new series? I hadn't finished. I haven't seen all the latest season. I've seen the first season and I think most of the second. But I noticed that she's got a husband there, so he picks himself up a hitchhiker instead. Now, if anybody has seen this kind of Henry Lucas here, Confessions of a Serial Killer, this, like I said, this is a good one. It's just look near the back in case you don't recognize it. But it's a little more, let's say it's a little more accurate to the Henry Lee Lucas thing, for what he claimed anyway. You know, last two episodes, season three. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen season three a lot. I'm gonna have to check it out, actually, especially if Rooker's in it. I just hadn't caught up to him yet. I think as Tracy Arnold does a great job as Beck. All righty. Yeah, you guys got some meetings, man. Tom Towles is creepazoid in this, man. He does a great job of being a creepy pervert, doesn't he? I mean, when it starts out, you think he's this caring brother, he wants, what I mean, sit up for it. He tells you, yeah, I knew that guy you was with was a bad guy. I told you he was garbage. And then he turns out to be 10 times more perverted and creepy than anybody else you possibly have had. It was like an Impala. It should be Impala. All right. Mid 70s should be Impala, maybe. I don't think anybody gets shit, man. I'm just saying. She comes here to get reprieve from a bad situation, and then she runs into this weirdo fucking brother. You know, ninth ending part is just really, I won't. If anybody hasn't seen it, watching a replay or whatever, I won't say anything about it. But yeah, I think the ending part is so fucked up, man. John Tyler's great, isn't he? So despicable. And none of them was known of at this time. John Towers wasn't known. Like I say, this is Rooker's first actual role. He does the stage and shit like that, but he hadn't, I do believe. This is very little. And, yes. I haven't seen Pacific Burning in years. That's a good one, man. Hell of a fucking hell of a cast in that. I haven't seen it in a long time. I've seen that as a teenager for the first time. First come out, I was a teenager. The late '80s, isn't it? Probably not long after this. '87, '88. Gene Hackman, man. It's too bad Gene Hackman retired. I love Gene Hackman. But I'm like, believe it or not, I know his name's GoreAphobe and all that bullshit. But one of my favorite films ever is Hoosiers. Absolutely love Hoosiers. I think Hoosiers is fantastic. And it associates with, where I'm from. I'm from Indiana, and it just great show. Gene Hackman is just so good, man. Like it's funny, you love him in something like Hoosiers and shit. Then you'll see something like Unforgiven, and he's so fucking, you just like him so much in Unforgiven. He's really good at, he can really play those emotions really well. I can say Gene Hackman's probably the best, one of the best actors of all time, all around. I would say, all the way to Lex Luthor in the original Christopher Reeve Superman movie. 88, yeah, I thought it was 87 or 88. So I was 15 when that came out. Around the same time as he did Hoosiers. I think Hoosiers might have been a year or two before that. Hoosiers 86, 87, maybe. The Birdcage, yeah, yeah, yeah. Robin Williams, that's another one that could do anything. Multi-talented man. You know, he's probably the best improv comedian of all time. You know, we could probably, he could improv. He could just do that with the drop of a hat, just turn it on, and just, what I mean. He just makes some. He just start doing some shit. It'd be funny. Cool. We gotta do something here soon, Ninja. That's the time when you're not getting called in meetings and working and shit, man. And how's your little expedition going with that company or whatever it is you decided to give a try? How are they working out? I'm still thinking about doing that. Keep me in the loop on that. Let me know what's going on. Yeah, found himself a guys. That's why he said, the guy said he had to work for him right then. That's why he told him go ahead and hold on to it. He was like, all right. Went and held on to his bug spray there so that he could get entrance to this chick's house that he was. that he followed home from the mall the day before, and he got her. Oh, Henry's definitely villain. Definitely villain. Um, you know, the way it makes him least bit anti-hero is just the way that he treats, Becky saving her from getting assaulted by her brother and all that kind of stuff. Cool, cool, man. Yeah, let me know. But oh yeah, and Henry, yeah, he's definitely not hero of any kind, which really makes the Otis character, really bad. Considering you like Henry a lot more than you do Otis, you're fucked up when that happens. These two are in prison together, right? That was the deal here. Oh no, oh no, oh no. No, it's just man, it's just it's just well made. You know what I mean? Good screenplay. You know, good great directing. Great acting. Put a great cast together that no one even knew would still be kicking ass and doing shit. All those years later, didn't Tom Towles die though? I think Tom Towles died, didn't he? A year or so back. Maybe I'm thinking wrong, but it seems like I remember Tom Towles dying. First time I seen this, I was probably 16 or 17. Yeah, maybe closer to 90 or so, because this wasn't out and about actually. Not where anybody could really see it until around 1990, if I remember correctly, because then I see it on like late night, like after dark Cinemax or something like that. I like how they mix a little bit of the truth about Henry Lee Lucas with the character Henry in this, because when he talks about how he killed his mom. Yeah, it was that long ago. 2015. Wow, that's too bad. That's too bad. I liked him. But yeah, when he's talking to Becky character about Tracy Arnold about how he killed his mom, because Otis thinks that he beat her to death with a baseball bat, and then she asks, well, Otis says, you did it with a baseball bat, and he's like, no, I stabbed her. So Otis was mistaken, and then before he's done with the conversation, he talks about he shot her. And by that time you just kind of see a look on her face like she's not sure what the hell the truth is. And who knows? Who knows the truth is? Because Henry Lee Lucas was a pathological liar. Yeah, this outfit that he's wearing right here, you guys, is that's his janitorial outfit. That's, yeah, he goes straight from work. straight into there. When he went and did the audition, he wore that straight into there, and they liked how it, he just decided, he just was sure not to wear his jacket so he wouldn't get blood on him. Just as his editorial, his actual workout. Look how young he is. Isn't it crazy? You get the feeling that his dad was a nice guy. Of course, if you know the Henry Lee Lucas story, his dad was kind of, he was not, well, from the one in that movie right there, of course, it's different in each thing. He was like crippled or something like that from the war or something. And his mom would turn tricks and stuff right in front of him, in front of him and his dad. I don't know. Have you guys seen this one with Robert Burns in it? This is, of course, this is a European release. Yeah, yeah. Workers, Cliffhanger. Remember Cliffhanger with Stallone? Yeah, it's just sad. You hear this stuff going on, and it just blows my mind how often this kind of thing happens. He's 13. She talked about her dad coming into her room, and um, well, it's kind of hard to find. This is hard to find, but it is on YouTube. It's called Confessions of a Serial Killer, and it was made in the mid '80s, I think, also. And they talk about her dad. I want to see how much she developed as a woman. Made her take off her shirt, and then he said that he could do that because he paid bills. It was his house, you know. And like she had surrendered so much that she just decided she wasn't going to fight him on it. I think that's so sad because that shit goes on all the time. Makes you wonder what the hell. And she tried in that too. She tried to tell her mom. Her mom didn't. Either it's usually the moms don't want to hear it type thing. You know what I mean? It's like it's either going to messy up their nice comfy little world, or they just completely just deny it and act like that they're lying. Anybody that would take the word of them over their kid like that is just it's insane. Oh, the movie's great. Yeah, Stoles is fantastic. Oh, absolutely. I did a watch the dolls 2 3 months ago. And I talk about I talk about my love for it during that. Dolls is fantastic. It's my favorite killer doll type movie that's ever been made, including the Puppet Master. So you hit with a baseball bat. He's mistaken. You can tell she kind of fears her brother, and you just don't really know why yet. Oh yeah, she's a whore. Her mama was a whore. True. Yeah, bring him in right in front of her son. And yeah, you're going to his dad was there too. Because isn't that what Henry Lee Lucas said? His dad was there too, but there was nothing that nothing that Jack could do about it. Isn't that what Henry Lee Lucas said happened? To beat him when he would watch. Now, if that's true, if Henry Lee Lucas, if that's really what he went through, it's no wonder why he was so fucked up. Timestamp almost 26 minutes. And see, she already feels a kinship for Henry. She already, but she can't talk to her brother. We don't know exactly why yet, but yeah, he said he killed her on her 14th birthday. Now we know in the actual story that Henry Lee Lucas killed his mother on his birthday. They were drinking and shit, and shit got out of control, and he killed her. Now that is one thing we do know about Henry Lee Lucas. He did kill his mother. He said he stabbed her. Yeah, it's almost like it's like he's not lying. It's like he doesn't even remember how he's killed people. Now the Confessions of a Serial Killer. This one takes the story. It goes in the direction of like after he's caught, he's confessing, and that's and it's talking about and he's going back and discussing what he did. It's a really good one. Like I said, it's on YouTube. I do believe it's on. I don't know if I've saved it yet on my recommendation list on my channel or not, but that might be a place to check see if it's there. But I like this girl, this Tracy Arnold. I mean, it just they've got these really really ordinary artists afterward. Yep. Yeah. Rob Zombie liked him a lot. Yeah. Managed to squeeze him in through the William Forsythe character. Him being his brother in Devil's Rejects. Of course, he was in House of Corpses. But he was having flashbacks of him talking to him. That's how he was able to squeeze him into Rejects. And like I say, he plays a great Harry in Night of the Living Dead, the Tom Savini Night of the Living Dead. He seems to be overly concerned about his sister dancing naked. You can tell he even gets on Henry's nerve. You know what I mean? He's handsy, he's touchy, and he's doing a snort like a pig. You see Henry kind of just look over at him. He's like, oh, ninja. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but you know me, I'm an original kind of guy. The original Man of the Dead is gold. Look at that old glass Pepsi pop bottle. And those of us who are old enough to remember that shit. I mean, they still have them, in Mexico and stuff like that, but it's usually that plastic shit, man. And plastic, the pot tastes so shitty in plastic. Even the beer cans, it don't have the tabs. You pop it back, you know what I mean? It depends. You have to pull it completely off on the beer can. Yeah. So what? He grabs and do that, Otis. She's your sister. Tell her you're sorry. He finally had enough of them. He had enough of them touching and all that bullshit. Prove on it. Well, that's where our opinions differ a little bit. I don't think I think he did a good job as a remake, but I don't feel that it improved on it. I don't think you can improve on Night Living Dead. There is a Night Living Dead. You know, it's like Halloween. I'm a purist on Halloween. You know what I mean? I'm just very seldom. I mean, I can't think of hardly any cases where I think a remake is better than the original. Maybe the thing. Um, Basic of Body Snatchers 78 maybe, but they're both so good. The original one and the 1978 remake, the Dolph Lundgren one. The Fly maybe, Evil Dead maybe, maybe that's a close one. The original Evil Dead and the remake Evil Dead. You know, and this silky shirt, man. That's an odd shirt to come out in. This shiny ass shirt on this fucking guy. Yeah, Fly. I think Cronenberg's might be. Ooh, I don't know, man. The original Fly is good too. But if I was to pick one to watch, it might be the Cronenberg. Yeah, yeah. Evil Dead too. Yeah. It's before they got too carried away with all of the comedy shit. You got to break the plates and everything, but they don't get too carried away like Army of Darkness. It gets a little too out of control. And there's like nothing horror in it at all. But yeah, that's a Chevy Impala. Pretty sure. Maybe 74. Oh man, yeah. That's the I'm the five best remakes, man. Fly, Thing, Evil Dead, um, Fly, Thing, Evil Dead. And then what was I saying? Thing, Fly, Evil Dead. Um, shit. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. Dawn of the Dead and Invasion of Body Snatchers. Invasion of Body Snatchers, Fly, Evil Dead, Thing. Yeah, yeah. Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead's a good remake too. Blob, Blob. Yeah, it would come in at number six, maybe. Blob was good too. Just simply for Shawnee Smith. If anything else, Shawnee. I'm a Shawnee fan, so I like when they break the TV. When Otis breaks the TV as they go to get the TV from the dude. And that kid is such a dick. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not better than Dawn of the Dead, Jerusalem Dawn of the Dead, but a good remake. I'm just a big Romero fan. Can't wait till that second sight comes in. I got both of them pre-ordered. I've got the I got Martin. I got the limited edition of Martin Second Sight pre-ordered, and now I've got the limited edition of Second Sight Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Hills Have Eyes is pretty good too. Yeah, a little tough to get a hold of right now on Blu-ray. Out of print, and shit gets out of print, people get crazy. Makes the scalpers crawl out of the woodwork with it. Oh, by the way, Ninja, I need to get your mailing address. So later on, when you get a chance or whatever, send it to me. Send it to me in the DM, and we'll get that as soon as I get a chance. I'll get that package to you. Been trying to remind myself the last few times. I keep forgetting. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, send that to me, and I'll get that package to you. See if we can get you moving that direction. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He just he just kind of just falls around, whatever. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. Heading down that road, man. Get some good shit going. Oh, there's only one left here. You can have a sip. Man, what was it? Oh, yeah. Uh, oh yeah. Oh, I absolutely love him as Rhodes, man. Yeah, Joe Pilato. Yeah. Um. Oh, I love Day of the Dead. Not as much as I do Night and Dawn, but I do love Day of the Dead. That's the three. You know what I mean? Yeah, Land of the Dead and all them's okay, but that's the three. That's the three Romero Dead films. I actually like Diary of the Dead too. You know, I thought that was pretty creative of him to go the direction that he went on it. Pretty ballsy. And here he's gonna break his TV, which I don't know. I can't. I guess I would blame him, man. That would be irritating as fuck. But that's slapping on it. You know what I mean? They hitting on the motherfucker. That's only so effective, right? You don't beat on something to make to make it work better. He could have been bitching. What did you do that for? I guess so. I guess you did. Yeah. But, I've only seen that a couple of times. Survival. I'm trying to go to a pawn shop and see what I can find the other day. But place we've got easy pawns around here, and they don't have any anymore. Spirit Diary, survival. Yeah, yeah. Night the land of badass. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. But I do like Diary for some reason. There's something about it that I like. I was really ballsy to remember to stick the found footage aspect in there. This guy's a dick. Yeah, this guy, man. The fencer. He's fucking smart ass. You went to college, you fucking punk, man. Gold Star, wow. The hell was that? Oh, okay. Shit was going crazy on my phone, man. Yeah, the camcorders, they weren't exactly real well known yet. Wow. What a dickhead. Yeah, half a grand is $500. This fucking bastard, man. I'd already slapped him, man. This smart ass mouthy motherfucker. I mean, who in the hell is he talking to? Just let him get away with talking to him like that. He wouldn't talk to me like that. No way. I'd have been slapping his bitch ass right in the mouth. I can see you've had some college. Motherfucker. Look, yeah, he just didn't realize who he is messing with. Talking to the wrong guy like that. Hey man, how you doing? Thanks for coming through. How you been? Yeah, original surviving tree elected turning banana. Yeah, yeah, I heard something about that. Yeah, I heard something about it a while back, but I haven't really heard much since. Not I've seen here where they're doing the where they're all using the camcorder that they just killed the guy and stole. Um, right here, Corey, we're at almost 44 minutes. They're at the scene where they just killed the guy and stole the camcorder, and now they're doing all the dancing around and shit. Um, that was all improvised. There's lots of improvisations in it. This is one of them right here. They let the three of them. Yeah, know what you mean. Yeah, I guess they improvise it. But yeah, I already told you about during the making of this. Of course, we talked about how this was Rooker's first actual film, and he got it during. He was still wearing his. He was working as a janitor, and he walked in, and did the audition wearing that, and that's what he's wearing here. That's what he wears all the way through the film. But while he was making it, his wife found out that she was pregnant, and he was so into the role, it's so much Henry that his wife wanted to wait till after he was done shooting to let him know that she was pregnant. So he must have been pretty scary. after killing his field. He goes and sees his parole officer. And that I do believe is the guy playing the parole officer. I think that is John McNaught, the director, writer, producer. So, like I said, next week it's going to be either this one, the other one made around this same time, the other loosely made mentions a serial killer, or it's going to be the Steve Rails back at the. I'm thinking more on the line back next Monday night. So, yeah, I think that's John McNaught. I know he plays a role in this. Um, I'm curious. Do you know Corey? Is that a Chevy Impala? I think about 74 Impala. I think it looks like an Impala. I know it's a Chevy. Because my step grandfather had one about that year. Yeah, put his hands on people and shit. Fucking guy, man. What do you expect, man? You just fucking reaching over, touching the dude and shit. You expect him to just, I mean, of course he's gonna fuck him out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the guys, what? Don't forget to give me a like on this, if you would, please. If you don't mind, guys and gals, and all y'all on the rewatch. Like to kill. Well, you had your chance. Why didn't you get out and chase him? You want to kill him so damn bad. And talk shit. I think this is actually Chicago. It's like Maniac is actually New York. Don't forget tomorrow night I'm doing My Bloody Valentine 1981. We'll get to that before. I wanted to get it before Valentine's Day, you know, 'cause I got a new fiance, you know. Or any fiance at all, you know, new or not, you know, you don't want to be streaming, you don't be streaming on Valentine. That's not for that's not for you and them, not to fuck around on, you know, not to fuck around with everybody else. I'd be pissed if my fiance was streaming about that. Unless it, you know, it was something we did together or something. But it's just like where you're together, not where you're making content. they already killed they already killed the two prostitutes, and they killed the guy, the fencer who was selling the TVs. And now he was pissed because that dude punched him in the mouth because he was putting his hands on his leg. So now he said he wanted to kill somebody. So here they go, and you know, for some reason, telling this dude all this shit and showing him how to kill people and shit. I don't know. At the same time, the front lights don't look like an Impala, dude. Some, I don't know. I know this shit. I'm just trying to figure out some fun. Well, that's a Nova right there. Not one of the better years either. This guy just stops to help him. You guys need help? He just, that's fucked up. No, this is the kind of shit that makes you afraid to help people. You know, when they need help, it makes you afraid to go help people. This guy just pulls over and within seconds, you know, they'll ask if he helped. They're just shooting him and laughing, having a great old time. He's laying there dead now. All because he wanted to be a nice guy. We got the backlight. Might have to check. Might have to Google that. Check up on that. Oh, I forgot about this part. With their video recording this beating of this homeless guy. He's just having lunch while they shoot. That reminds me. There was something actually. I seen it on. I think I seen it on YouTube a couple of years back. That's true. It can't be. I don't know if you guys seen it on YouTube, but it was a story that was covered maybe a year or two back where there was this woman. There was this bigger woman. She was a bigger woman, if I remember correctly. She had in Central Park or some big park like that, kind of like this setting, um, where she had tackled the guy down and had laid on him and was choking him out or something, smothering the guy to death and killed the guy. Well, if you guys know what it is, I'm talking about. Or if you've seen it too, but maybe a year or two ago, I seen it on YouTube. I actually have footage. People there actually footage of this woman doing it. She was robbing a guy or something. Something was up. I don't remember exactly how it went down, but I know she smothered a guy to death, killed him. It kind of reminded me of that there. 53 minutes in the time span. Yeah. Uh, I guess it might be the home invasion scene. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's funny. The first thing that Otis goes for every time. Every time, it's like his whole. It's like he's not too excited about it. Hey, Henry likes the killing. That's his whole thing. But Otis, he's kind of a he's kind of a sexual deviant. So he goes a little more on the sexual side, and you really find this out here with this home invasion. He's not even really too concerned about the killing. He just wants to fall on somebody. Which if what Becky, the Becky character said earlier, he must get straight from his dad because his dad was touching and molesting her. See, that's the first thing you do is right there. See, they got the mom. The first thing you do, he wants to rip her shirt off. So he's just, it was funny, Henry is as as fucked up as he is, stops Otis from doing that kind of shit. You know, like he gets real serious right here. He's like, look at this, Henry. No, Otis, no. But it's weird. At first he's going, do it, Otis, do this, do it, do it. And then as soon as he gets to actually go and where he's actually going to assault her is when he just puts his foot down. No, it's really strange. Yet Henry's got no problem killing this poor kid. What a horrible situation if you're this mother watching these fucking brutes attack your kid and watching right in front of you break your kid's neck like that. Kid's tough. Oh God. Imagine being that mother. and then he just killed the woman. Now, is Henry up? Is Henry upset because the woman's dead and he's going to molest her, or is he just, you know what I mean? Maybe that's it, because before he was going, yeah, go, just go. You know, it's like, I wonder. And they take it home and watch it. Henry's just an odd bird, man. He's just strange. He's strange. Like, you're like, what are you doing? I want to see it again. He's like, what? Watch it slow motion and shit. But yeah, I wonder if that's why, because she was dead. I don't know. But I never got the idea up till now that Henry had, you know, hey, Henry was a sexual killer. You know what I mean? He just, it's not the idea that I got, even though he killed prostitutes. I think they were more victims of opportunity rather than, you know, I don't think I just don't think he's interested. You know, you see his interactions with Becky, and you just don't get the idea that Henry's interested in anything sexual. It's just not what it, you know, it's just not, you know, even in a, you know, regular man woman type relationship, I just don't think he gives a shit about it. But no, that's you know, I think everything he does is motivated by it. She talking to her kids here. She's talking to her daughter. Yeah, of course, she's definitely not going to bring her daughter to where Otis is, because she knows what a dirtbag he is. Can't blame her for that. She shouldn't even be there around the piece of shit. So yeah, go on the yeah, not least, yeah. Otis is just a sexual deviant. He's just a deviant. You know what I mean? He doesn't care about, you know, he's a man, woman, child. He doesn't give a shit. He just, you know. So you ever see, just like a scene here, you know, he's videotaping people as they're walking down the road. He's looking at their asses, and you know what I mean. He just eh, everything seems to have something to do with his dick one way or another. Got too close and broke his camera. Look what you did! Oh God! Oh Jesus! It's ruined. They're having like a couples argument. Dumbass just tosses it out, man, with the taping and everything. I'm surprised Henry didn't think of that. I'm surprised he didn't think, damn, was the tape in it? You know, Yeah. I just can't get over I was younger. Rooker looked here. This is crazy. Well, you think about it, it was what? 27 years ago? Yeah, 27 years ago. That's crazy. No, 37 years ago, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh my God. Makes me feel really old. I was 14 when this movie came out. 13, almost 14. Yeah, she planned on bringing her daughter, but yeah, just say it how it is. You don't want to bring your daughter up here around your fucking sick brother. An hour and 2 minutes in, she wants to go home, be with her kid. Oh yeah, you could definitely live a lot cheaper. Live in Chicago, the price of living is a lot higher. Damn, this Vaughn's a dude she was with. Vaughn's $1 million. What the hell did he do? I don't remember. I don't remember if she said or not. I don't think she did. I think she's leaving tomorrow. She's going back home. This Visa card, he obviously stole off somebody. That's yeah, probably 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 a trophy from a victim. There we go. This is the shit hitting the fan here. Shit hitting the proverbial fan. Watching the goddamn shit again, and that's something she doesn't know about. Of course, Otis doesn't want her to know about that. You get the idea. Henry doesn't really like Otis at all. He just keeps getting this look. You know. The guy he left that tape playing of them killing them people, just in slow motion, even just playing. Yeah, this will give you. I just was to let you know that Henry's not comfortable. He does not. I'd be willing to bet Henry's never even really had sex because he's just not comfortable at all. It's like something doesn't even cross his mind. The shit he suffered as a kid completely screwed him up. See, he just does not know what to do. She's trying to throw the moves on him. He's not comfortable at all. I guess the problem with the original Arrow limited edition of this, the 4K, was I guess the sequence, the shit was in the wrong sequence. I think it's somewhere around this part. I'm not sure because, like I said, I get the corrected one. But somehow the sequencing was wrong. Something about when he goes to the store, parts were screwed up somehow. I don't know. I never seen that screwed up version. So I think this is it here. He's thinking about getting the hell out of there. And about those bears? Fuck the bears. There it is. Fuck the bears. Illinois State Lottery. What? Yeah. You tell he's just itching to kill somebody. He's wanting too bad. It's a button over. Creepy, creepy man. We thought about it. Thought about it. For some reason, didn't pull the trigger on it. And here it is. The rough scene. Oh, right guy. Is bound to, yeah. Instead, right in the heart of that. There goes Otis. She's even a little afraid now. She don't know what the hell's going on. She was getting assaulted by her own brother. Yeah, this is the parts here. This whole ending of the third act here is why so it's almost an X rating. Like I said, some other films, this and a whole handful of other films was the ones that is basically how the NC-17 rating come up, which NC-17 basically means adults only, but it's non-pornographic. Cut the head off. Yeah. Oh, hour 13 minutes in, and there goes Otis's head. Pretty good physical effects there too for a low budget movie. This made for I think only $100 and some thousand. So this is really low budget. They're gonna go on the run here. In bags and all kinds of different shit. He decided to go along with her. So so it appears. This is the part here. This is what this ending here really, really took me by surprise when I first seen this. I guess I first seen it about 16 maybe, 89 or so. Just those his body over the side here, over the side of the bridge into the into the river. Yeah, this thing I did not see this coming when I first seen this movie. You know, spoiler alert. For anybody who hasn't seen it, I love budget movies, better, yeah, they can, yeah, exactly. Just like Rob Bottin in The Howling. It's darker and it works to their advantage. You know, and it really gives off a lot better horror feel. The darker element of The Howling does. But that's basically why I did it. Is you know what I mean to cover up some of the imperfections because he was still young, learning how, right? So he used that darker, he used the shadows and the lack of lights, and ended up working to his advantage. Yeah, it did really well. Oh yeah, it is always better in CGI. Yeah, especially when we're talking about from a horror standpoint. Most definitely, physical effects is that's the way to go. Not to say that I hate all CGI. Like the Thing prequel. I thought they did a pretty good mixture of it. A lot of people don't like it, but I happen to like that film. And I don't think they go too overboard with CGI on it. A couple scenes maybe, but other than that. So you get the idea that they're together. You know what I mean? And he, she's going to be with him, and he's going to help take care of her and her daughter. That right there, what she said right there, changed everything. My opinion, that's what changed it. And she said, "I love you, Henry." I think that. And do you know anything about the original? You know, um, Henry B. Lucas. This Rebecca Powell, I do believe it's her name. Um, was with Henry B. Lucas, and he ended up killing her. Well, to CGI. That makes sense, right? Yeah, definitely does. Definitely makes sense. Um, but I think that's what changed it. I think he still had it in his mind, but then he thought, it's too much for me. He don't know how to take love and all this kind of stuff. He doesn't know what to do with that. And when she said, "I love you, Henry," I think, spoiler alert, give you a few seconds here in case you don't want to hear it. That seals her fate. I was so surprised by this. They stopped at this motel, you know what I mean? And then she'll get up the next day. I'll wait for a second before I do it here. He's getting the room. Get the final scene here. Going to the office to get the room. But and here's that scene here. Here's the scene here where he's looking in the mirror there. That's the theatrical poster. You see her, she's playing the guitar. Yeah. She does a really good job. This movie and the actors and everything, and Towels and Rooker and um they won little independent film like little awards and things like that, which was pretty cool. Something I didn't know. Checked into it. There he is, checking out. So it's odd there, the motel with the screen doors on it. You don't see it ever go. Obviously, motels basically I'd say a motor lodge is more what it is, considering most people it's gonna be long stays rather than one night. There he is. You see him there, and you see he's pulling away, and she's not in the car. I wonder if he told the guy, because it was nighttime and he pulled down. I'm just wondering if he told the guy that he was by himself. Some stupid hook, so they wouldn't notice when he was leaving by himself during the day because he's alone. And he pulls over the side of the road here, getting into the trunk, and pulls out a bag after the car leaves. Pulls out a bag and disposes of it. You can tell he feels kind of bad, but yeah, he killed her in that motel room. And I think that when she said she loved him, I think that scared him. I think it freaked him out. You know, poor chick. She had already had a really hard enough time as it was. You feel bad for her and really sorry for her, and then now she ended up, you know, liking the wrong guy and getting involved with the wrong guy. And there she is in a bag at the side of the road. And that's it. Creepy movie, man. really good, really good, really weird, really out there. Yeah, yeah, yes. There it was, Henry Ford, the serial killer. Everybody enjoys and rewatch. Everybody enjoyed uh, stepping in and joining me for a really dark film. So I think for a couple months here, I'm gonna be doing Black Monday. I might call it Dark Monday or something like that. But I think next Monday night will probably be at Game starting Steve Reels back. If you haven't seen this, check it out. Join me next Monday and we'll check it out. Tomorrow night, the original My Bloody Valentine. Be going a little earlier, either be 9:30 or 10:30. Not sure yet. Check on the channel and I'll be telling on Instagram. But yeah, My Bloody Valentine 1981. Very nostalgic, very good. One of the best slasher ever made. A lot more to it than a slasher. Great story, great Canadian horror. Really short film, very gritty, enjoyable. Oh yeah, yeah. I see exactly what you're saying, man. Um, hit me up in the DM, man. Um, and we'll be talking to you there. Thank you, to everybody. Henry Ford, the serial killer, disturbing, very like Ninja was saying, very visceral, very dirty, very gritty, a lot like Maniac, but in a way even feels even more real. You know what I mean? Every bit of that movie could happen easily, has, did in a way. But yeah, I'll see everybody tomorrow night. Maybe before that, I will be doing my Arrow collection if I can get in it. Also, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, I'll be joining American World in New Jersey to do our review of episode 4 of The Last of Us. Until then, I'll catch everybody then. Have a great night. Thanks again for stopping through. And don't forget, I am GoreAphobe, and you guys are not. Aren't you glad? Have a great night.